The mobility sector is changing as never before. Electrification, autonomous systems, digital engineering, and global development cycles are entirely reshaping how products are designed and delivered, requiring deep expertise, integrated capabilities, and innovation without compromising quality. We're here at the annual gathering in Davos to collect insights and ideas from CEOs from around the world. And today I'm joined by Dr. Thomas Schneider, CEO of ARRK Engineering, to explore how the company is supporting this shift into a software-led world. Thomas, great to see you. Welcome to Davos.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
Tell us a bit about ARRK, a big company. You've been around a long time. Tell us a bit about what you do.
I've been in the company now for 25 years, starting as a normal engineer. The company covers nearly everything that you need in the development of mobility, of products that are used in mobility, mostly cars. We developed the company in a way that we can really develop products really from the first idea to the start of production. And even afterwards, we have a network of supply chain that we can use to help the customer to bring their ideas to the market. We concentrate on electric vehicles, on autonomous driving vehicles, and we concentrate really on digital development. So we are, let's say, really a digital company. Maybe what is new, we are now transferring also that know-how to other industries, like, for example, the marine industries, where we are helping to electrify powertrains in marine industry. So that puts us a little bit outside the automotive industry, but our core is still mobility and development in mobility.
So all through the week here in Davos, we've been talking to companies that are like 3 years old and 5 years old and all riding this wave of change that the world is going through at the moment. Now, ARRK has a long history, 6 decades, so it's seen change before. Yeah. How have you managed this approach to change, which has been inevitable if you're going to be in business for so long?
Yeah, that is absolutely true. So there were a lot of tremendous changes. In the beginning of the company, I think our main topic was really capacity in the engineering world. And the main customers were even aerospace customers. So you can see the company change development from one industry to the other completely. We also developed ourselves into a more know-how driven company so that we are able to really develop with a deep going know-how every component that you need in mobility. I think our core thinking always was to deliver to the customer what he really wants. I think if you ask our customer, I hope they would answer like that, that we are a company that is really quite reliable on delivering what was really offered and what is really the customer need. And maybe the second thing that really makes a difference is that in case of problems that always occur if you do projects in development where you interact a lot with people, there are always some smaller problems, some bigger problems, and we are very open to solve that in a very sustainable way to get it really done, also for long term, maybe to change the process, maybe sometimes even to change the organization so that we stay customer oriented over the time.
You mentioned sustainable there. How have you coped with the changing demands and expectations of sustainability over the last decade?
Yeah, surely in the development itself, in the product, we have to bring in ideas that make the product itself more sustainable. That starts with the choice of material that we put in, or in the way that we are doing the development, maybe avoiding physical tests, avoiding physical prototypes. Our company is very strong on simulation, which means exactly the need of prototypes is really minimized with that technology. And we are quite strong in that and can really help strong established customers, but also startups. They really benefit from that ability that we can do that really digital, and they don't need too much hardware to realize the product, to bring it to the market.
I mean, you're a traditional German company, but you have quite a big footprint now. US, China, some in the Far East, Europe, of course.
Yes.
How do you use that global footprint to leverage your operation?
Yeah. The global footprint has, I think, two main reasons. One is that you have to be international to follow your customer everywhere where he needs you. And the other one is surely our shareholder, which is a Japanese company, Mitsui Chemical, a provider for plastic materials. Our organization, in contrary to our competitors, I would say, is really a global organization. So if a customer from China speaks to us and he would like to have German know-how in the project, then he really gets it. It means that the whole organization is then providing that to the customer, and the one who is responsible for a certain topic is always responsible worldwide for that topic. So if you call me in the morning and say, hey, I need something in the project, then I have really access to the worldwide resources and can change the things so that the customer can be happy.
And that, I presume, sets you up to be able to constantly respond to customer expectations and demands in quite short order.
We have several time zones available, so that is one thing. And the whole organization can react on every demand of the customer. So wherever it comes from, we are able to deliver know-how and also the capacity to do the project worldwide.
The world is changing. We said that before, of course. Some people almost calling it the AI gold rush and all the rest of it. Everyone's scrambling to not be left behind and not run too fast so they get themselves into trouble. Where does ARRK stand in that curve that we're going through at the moment, that transformation curve?
Now, that is an interesting question, because I think as ARRK we are, and especially ARRK Engineering, we are covering two topics. One topic is the product side. With our, let's say, ability in using those digital tools, we are surely on top of that technology and internally even improving the tools you can get on the market to work in the engineering to develop products. The other topic is that especially the established customers, they have to change their whole setup themselves, because otherwise they will just fall behind in speed of development and also in having new ideas and so on. And one of our new pillars in that AI area is that we support customers in changing their own processes, their own development processes into that direction. So we have about 200 engineers only doing that, working with AI, with automation and establishing processes to the customer. And we have a growing demand from the market exactly for that service. Yeah.
Thomas, final thought then. How is ARRK preparing itself to navigate its way through the future, through this real time of change?
I think that is a quite important question also for our strategies for the next years. I think one important part is Mitsui Chemical, which I already mentioned, is our shareholder. If we talk about sustainability in the future, surely the materials that we are using, the sources where we get the materials from are very important. And as an engineering company, we have direct insight into the products. Our shareholder has direct insights into the material. We can bring those together and really find new solutions, new ideas, and bring them to the market and to the products really worldwide. The other topic, I think, are the customers that we are partnershipping with. So we are working with companies like Glideways, which are developing new mobility concepts. And we can help them to bring that to the market quite quickly in a quite decent way, and also help with the supply chain and even with the production afterwards. And that's a big problem for those startups, really, to get this done, to get the development done with a partner that can really help. And I think those two topics are the main ways we are steering forward and, creating a better future for the world.
And also, very briefly, you mentioned startups. There's a good partnership there, isn't there, in a company that's very, very young and a company that's very, very experienced.
Yes. And that is what our startup, the customers are also emphasizing after some time in the project. They always tell us, this is really not a customer and supplier, but it's a real partnership project. And this is what they really like, because they have to rely on their partner, because they have not a big organization. They have a small organization, very lean. They concentrate on their core competence. We concentrate on our core competence, and we rely on each other. And that's a real partnership.
Thomas, thanks very much. Pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me.
The organizations that thrive in this time of change will be those able to partner breakthrough technologies with disciplined engineering and seamless supply networks. As a group, ARRK stands out as a solution partner, bringing decades of experience to the challenges ahead, as well as a genuinely integrated development model.